hello everybody. Hello. Welcome to another stream of mine. And I hope everybody's doing well. I'm feeling a little better, but I'm still taking some medicine, so I may kind of feel very, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, you know. Coming from very hot France, and then coming back to windy, little cool Denmark. My body has a hard time adjusting back to different types of temperatures, so I get sick really easily. So yeah, so it sucks. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day. Hopefully you've been having a good Pride month. And yeah, so let's actually I forgot to send out the notifications. I keep forgetting about that. This guy. Okay, didn't do anything. Okay, there we go. Copy, tweet. Blue sky. Okay. Alright, I think I got all the notifications sent out. If anybody shows up, cool. If not, that's fine as well. So, we're gonna be playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. If you saw my last stream of the game, one of the characters passed away by a freak accident, which caught me off guard, and I almost kind of felt like crying because it was like out of nowhere, and a kid, you know, just died, you know. So, all right, enough talk. Oh, and also, guess what I acquired earlier this morning? Deltarune, yes. So I'm thinking about playing Deltarune chapters 1, 2, and 3, 4 before this month ends. As many of you know, I have to move away from Denmark, and I'll be moving to a country where I have to use very good VPN and internet, and I don't have any of that when I get over there. So, but yeah, so if it is my last month of streaming, I want to go out with a bang, and that will be Deltarune. So yeah, let's enough talk. Have at you. Oh no, it takes a lot. Oh, okay. Game. There's, oh my god, there's so many of the channel things that I don't know which is which. Oh no. Which is it? Is this one? No, it's not. I should have, you know, I should have tested out before I okay. There you go. Okay, cool. Okay, I was like a little worried, like, oh no, I'm gonna mess this up again. Ah. Okay, I need to readjust it. Sorry about this whole technical mumbo jumbo mess. Alright, let's see. Make sure everything fit to screen. I think that works, right? If that works, then that's cool. I hope it works, but yeah, okay, let's get back to, I was a teenage Exocolonist. And, oh my god, the controller's not working. Oh, are you serious? Hold on, let me go to setting. Controls. Why isn't it working? Okay, cool. It's working again. Sweet. Hello there. Oh, thanks. Welcome to my stream. All right. So, okay, I forgot where we left off. Let's see. What did I have to do? I don't have nothing. I remember talking to all of them before I ended this stream last time. I probably have to take a class. Yeah, probably have to take a class. Okay, what should I study? Study life science, study engineering, or study the humanities? Creativity, engineering, reasoning. Let's go with biology. Let's study life science. Tang is absent almost all this month. Hal explains that Chief Engineer Instance has asked for Tang's help with a few experiments. Because you're judged on what you know, not what you prove you learned in class. Many older students choose to skip class and instead get hands-on experience in their field of interest. Tang's been working closely with Instance since she was just a kid. Studying life science. Here we go with the card game. Alright, let's see, how do I do this again? Okay, actually, wait, let me switch these two. Oh, no, wait, no. Oh, well, okay, that was good, okay, alright. I take that. You work well this month. 1 point. Oh, okay, cool. 4 biology, 1 reasoning, and 15 stress. It is mid-dust. Late dust. Alright, let's see. What else is going on? Hey there, Sonny. How you doing? Okay. Anything new? No, I don't have any gifts or something like that, so I can't really do much. Anything good in the notice board? Oh, no. I guess I just study and do all that stuff, Okay, what's here? Ah, relaxing now. Let's see, what is here? Oh, yeah, let's play some sports ball. And Amanda meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. My brother Com is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Kombucha offers you a high five and greeting, then tosses a sports ball your way. Let's start with a practice game to see what you're good at. You and are team captains. Pick your team. Epico. Mind if I play goalie? He asked. Sports ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team. Alright. Anyone chooses kombucha, of course. They won't face. You're next, Mars. I play Spiker. Mars runs to take position since like she's in it for the glory. Hopefully she'll want to share some of that with the rest of the team. Start the game. Oh god, let's see what this is. Challenge. Ah, it's another card game. Okay, cool. But it has different rounds. Oh boy, this is not gonna be fun for me. No, go back. No. How about replace these two? Yeah, let's keep it at that. 1. No, wait. Oh. Please tell me I'm doing okay, cause. Oh wait, let me switch this one with this one. Then this one here, and that one there. Wait, can I go back? Or I'm pretty much screwed, am I? Yeah, I'm pretty much screwed. Unless... Yeah, I am. Whatever. I have been defeated. Kudos. Kam is unstoppable force of another team, but he's playing nice and letting Amon take most of the shots. It's hard to compete with the sibling synergy. Mars keeps hogging the ball, she dribbles it endlessly, but can't find an opening to spike. You keep shouting that you're open, but she won't pass it to you. Kyle makes an amazing jump save, but it winded when the ball hits him in the chest. It seems like the other team is going a little easy on you, passing between each other for so long between goals that Kombucho whistles a two ball and throws a second ball in the game. Just as you start to think you may have a chance, Animon scores them both at once. Match point. Better luck next time. Well, at least I get stuff, right? Defeated, but with the best combination of cards in the third round. That's honorable. Yeah, you know, I tried. All right, let's see. Oh, let's see what you have to say. They're just watching a construction crew build scaffolding for the new engineer pavilion. They're using mushwood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a 10-meter long pole and stack it into place. She points towards them. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, it was all just dirty jungle. Now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing and biology class. The books say it's what sets us apart from the animals. Like we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes. And if it's not too hot, we can make air conditioning instead. What's this one? Need biology. Maybe the animals have neat adaptations. Tangent rolls her eyes at you. Maybe, but even if they do, I haven't seen any signs of intelligent life here. It's just those big dumb xenofauna. Some animals here are smart and friendly. Tange looks skeptical. They're still animals, Solane. Maybe they're just pretending to be nice so you'll feed them. You're lucky it didn't eat you. She folds her arms. Dorp's moth look cute, but one can't eat through a bag of rice in less than 30 minutes. Even a herbivore can be dangerous here. It doesn't have to want to eat you to be able to hurt you. I spent half the first run just learning how to do the card. Oh, okay, card thingy, encouragement. It's the I like the I like the card game. It's just that when I learn how to do it, I'll just forget how to do it again. It's mostly how my brain operates. It's not the game's fault. It's just how it's just how I am. But yeah, maybe I'll get eventually. Eventually get it. She puts one finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology. She says, all of us are really with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step in humanity evolution for great ape to galactic superspecies. Interesting. Anything new? No. Let's see what else. Anybody has a bubble so I could talk to them? Alright, okay. Alright, let me see over here. Toughness, friendly with cow, okay, let's shovel some dirt. First there is a glorious road of architecture soil commends. Oh boy. Good morning, Solane. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my son. She walks you around the geoponics wings and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost plants, gardens, waste, and equipment from one place to another. Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any question before we start moving the dirt? Don't we have machines for this? The construction crews already claimed all the hover lifts, she says, shrugging. But they'll break down in a few years anyway, and we don't have that materials to fix them. She grips your forearm. We're planet side now. Use your muscles. Nature hydraulic pistons. Where do I move again? From over there, she points to a dirt pile. To there, she points to identical piles 10 minutes away. She sees your confusion. We had some very pre- precocious I can't precocious soil from Earth on the ship, full of all the nutrients and bugs and bacteria our plants need to grow. But it was lost, she sighs, in an accident. Now we have to make more from scratch using vertramium soil. This is part of the process. Why not use hydroponics? Oh, the chef we grew most of our plants with their roots in the water, and it's true if most hygienic that way. Your mom replies. She brushes an insect off her arm, but lets out a loud squeak of objection. The hydroponic system uses too much energy. Here we have to grow as much as we can the old-fashioned way. That's my boy, your mom says, slapping you on the back. You stumble a little. Get to work, all right? Your arms start to ache after the first hour of work, but you keep going. By the end of the month, you'll feel utterly drained and exhausted. Oof. And good somehow. You feel like your muscles are growing already. Yay, shoveling dirt. And here we go again. Okay, let's see. Yay! I didn't even need that one. I'm happy. Yeah, but yeah, the card game it's simple and difficult at the same time for me. So, I hopefully you'll be able to get it. Hopefully you'll catch it up and learn real quick because for me it's gonna be extra difficult, extra spicy. For toughness, kudos, stress. Uh-oh, this is not good. You're having a terrifying, familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls, unfathomably large. Every part of the wriggling and moving is searching for something. It tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shift to a wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy piece of debris, searching. You wake up to shouting, "No!" but your voice drowned out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water? It's pouring down from the clouds, you guess. It must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, then another crack and rumble. Thunder! It must be thunderstorm. It's still early hours of the morning. You already almost forgot your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. It rains. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then by the great peals of thunder like the footsteps of an angry beast. You cry a little bit and feel better. Weather is scary. Who knows what it will do next? Early what? Mid what? Okay, let's see if anybody else has anything to say. Oh, hey there. Hello. You're looking for Kyle in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else. One of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded? Hey, they exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face, throwing it to the ground. It's Cyrus, one of Amin's brother. He glares at you. I'm almost done. Kyle jogs over and grabs Cyrus in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. Dude, you were so close. Cyrus stomps his feet and complains that you got in his way. It's not his fault, Kyle says. He didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec. I want to teach him how to play. Cal, Cal turns to you as Cyrus leaves. Sorry, Selene, he says sheepishly. I was teaching Cyrus a new game, but he's more like an anime than I thought. Real competitive. He stoops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. I've been trying to come up with different kind of games other than in sports ball, he says. No winners or losers. I just want to have fun with my friends. Cal looks at you hopefully. Do you want to learn how to play? Let me check my schedule. Yes. Cal's smile looks like it's gonna stretch right off his face. Radical, he shouts, jumping up and down with excitement. Okay, so put on this blindfold. The blindfold is a little scratchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Kel's big hands on your shoulders. I'm gonna spin you around, and when I let go, you gotta listen to my instructions. We're gonna walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay? You nod. You can't see Kel's grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around and counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. First, Kel says, you gotta walk forward 10 steps. Do you follow Kel's instruction as best as you can, or you make things difficult? Do your best. You take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out your balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches under your feet. Yeah, Kel says. Now, turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door. Get it right. You turn to the right and walk forward, counting out 15 steps. When you stop, Kel laughs. You can hear his footsteps crunching behind you. I forgot how bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away. You took 2 more steps until your outstretched hands land on the warm metal of the door. Success! Awesome, Kel says. You can't help but smile. This is fun. Now hit the door button on the right and then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? You open the door and start to walk forward. The path slopes downward and your feet slip a little bit. Even though you're moving as slowly as you can, real dirt is nothing like the real metal floors of stratospheric. It's turbo rocky here, Cal says. You can feel uneasiness prickle up your back of your arm. Just keep going forward slowly. I can't do that. Okay. Can you trust him? You try to do as you're told, but after a few steps, your foot knocks you against a spiraling root and you fall forward, catching yourself in the hands and knees. Ouch! You tear off the blindfold, a sudden rush of tears flooding your eyes. Cal beside you, instance, kneeling on the rocks. Are you okay? He asks. You look down at yourself. Your knees and hands are pretty scraped up, and your pride is bruised. But other than that, you're okay. Cal helps you stand. I'm sorry, Solane. I'll be better helper next time. He asks if you want to get some watato juice at the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming more games where there are no winners or losers. Ah, that's nice. Let's see, anything else? Let's do that. Hey there, kid. What's up? Events in the area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Return home via the expedition depot flag or the home button at top of left of the screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Events respawn at the beginning of each year, and the new collectibles have a chance to appear every season. Okay. You slipped through the drain pipe and out of the colony before anyone saw you. Anyone, that is, except for a dark form watching you from the trees nearby. Could it be? Is that Dice? Or is it Dish or Dice? I forget. He turns and disappears into the jungle. Now you're sure of it. That was definitely Dish. He's not allowed outside the colony either. Follow him. You scamper after him through the brushes, headless of branches and brambles scraping at your arms and legs without a proper envir suit. You can get all scratched up. The kid is fast. You quickly lose sight of Dish and can't find his trail again. But you do learn something by trying. Whoa, what's this? Hello there. Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes. 2 of them which blinks sideways on top of his head like a frog's eyes. Oh, this must be a hop eye. You've heard of people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. When you try to walk past it, it nips painfully at your heels. But when you back off, it just stops and stares at you. Animal challenge? Let's see what's this. Challenge. Oh no. Okay, let's see. That's pretty good, right? Hmm. What if I just do this? Okay, that's. Oh my god, I hopefully for the best. Hey, let me. No, no, wait. Go here. Go here. Yeah, win! Woohoo! Hooray! One kudos. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear the little squeaky noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking its soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warning at you, but eventually lets you by. Okay. If I get more stressed, then I'll go back. What's this? You stop for lunch, eating an earth tree grown from your own greenhouse. A watermelon, nice and sweet like a more solid watato pod. You munch away, spitting out the seeds. Practice spitting seeds. You take the challenge seriously, line up targets, and keep score. Your aim improves. Done. Hey. You spot Dish sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach. Like it's totally natural, but he's be sitting in the middle of the jungle by far away from the colony walls. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore. And it's really weird out here. And it's getting late. Day starts unblinkingly unblinkingly at you as you approach. Hi, Solane, is all he says. Hi, Dish. He seems to be in a good mood, something you see very rarely. Did you see Did you see Utopia out there? Dish asks. Chief Surveyor Tonin is easy to sneak past, but Utopia has little X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. How about I show you something cool and sneaking out will be our secret, okay? He jumps up and walks a little ways into the tree. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone upcropping juts out of a cliff face. Dish walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on, he says. Alright, I'll try to be brave. Let's see if I could win this would that be good? Okay, this is 5. Let's see. Okay, let's see. 1. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. 0, 1, 2. Okay. I could dig that. Okay. Okay, alright. I just need 7. I just need 7 for this one. Come on. Come on, don't let me down. Please don't let me down. Yes, we did it. Hooray, guys, we did it. We did it, chat. Ooh, it made nicer. It looks nicer. We did it, chat. Number +1 bravery. You bravely step onto the rock. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out of the edge with Dish. You both slowly sit down, feet dangling over the pipes and look at an amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your hollow palm, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret, yours and Dish. Oh no. Okay, well, let's keep exploring. Okay, keep exploring. Oh, what is this? This is. There is a clearing. The most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's like a unicorn from your dad's storybook, but with leathery reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves so softly, like it doesn't even disturb the ground. It could be dangerous, but you want to see what to do. Be as quiet as possible. Another challenge. All right. Okay, cool. I like this. I like this. All right, all right. 10. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. I just need 5 and we're all gravy. We're all good. Voila. Yay. Let's just add this one for good measure. Yay. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Victorious. Yay. We did it, chat. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush tree, the Unisaur looks up towards you, startled by your movement. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet. You're breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands and the neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your hollow palm, but you know you can't share it or you'll get caught for sneaking out. Next is sharpening its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge on its stomach. It must have a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This was so wonderful. Retroma is a magical place. Ooh. Let's see what else is here. Hey, there's somebody else here too. Yeah, they're cool. You're minding your own business when you stumbled into. There's something here, something visible that makes the hairs on your arms stand on end, like an electric aura. As you walk forward, it begins to feel like something nipping at your ankles. When you look down, there's nothing there. You back away, the sensation stops. You move forward. Oh, it's worse. It's feeling like little tiny electric bites, and it's growing more intense. Some kind of microscopic gnats. The electric field of some sort. It hurts, but maybe you can find a way to avoid it. Perceive it. Okay, we're going for another challenge. Let's see. Well, if there's anything that's very helpful that you know that could help me, yeah, tips and helpful stuff would be good. Okay, let me see. Oh, wait, why isn't it working? Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess up that. Okay, zeros, 1. Let's hope for the best on this round. 1, 2, 2, 2. We did it! Hooray! We did it, chat. At 19, oh wow. Super goal! That's a pretty one. Victorious. 1 per session. Wow. Okay, when you're back at the road, there are some objects that you can collect, like the blue fruit. Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. I sh I'm just gonna touch everything and see if I could collect everything. Oops. No, not that one. Keep exploring. See if I can find any other interesting things. You have an inventory. Okay, cool. I think I'll explore one more and then I'll run back home. Let's see what this is. At the top of a rise off to the east, you think you spot someone watching you. They're dressed in black. Is that Dish? But they look away. They look way too tall to be Dish. Maybe another surveyor? You blink and the figure is gone. Hmm. Hike over there and look for clues. You bushwork down into a valley and up the other path to where you thought you saw them standing. No sign of camp or anything obvious. It looked a drop packed. No note saying, I'm watching you, signed mysterious figure. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so there is somebody watching. That's terrifying. Alright, I think I'm gonna head home. See if there's anything interesting around here. Hmm. First, let me see. No, no? Okay. Go home. Yes, go home. Bravery and perception. Sweet. My stress is high up, so... Well, we'll see what he's up to. You slip through the colony gates, feeling the breeze from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around for Dish, but excuse me, he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he went to class today. Probably not. As you're about to return to the colony, you hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back from the tarp and keep it from being blanketed with fungal spores, and find Dish curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away, he mutters. Are you okay? I'm fine, Dish sniffles. Just leave me alone. I need persuasion. Great. Do you want to talk about it? Why don't you go ask my sister? He mumbles. Tang is so mature. She knows everything. I'm just a sensitive little crybaby who doesn't know anything. Dish wraps his arms around his legs and hides his face in his knees. I hate her, he mutters. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. He rubs his nose on his sleeves. Except for you. I guess sometimes I feel like you're the only person who ever tried to be my friend. Alright, let's take a break here. You look around the lounge. Some friends are here. Who do you want to hang out with? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, lady, miny, moe. Oh, okay. Hey, friendo, Amina says. I just gonna get out of here, but you can come with me. I'm gonna play some sports ball. So much for relaxing. Amina grabs you by the arm and marches you up to sports ball pitch, where she strikes up a game of sports ball. This is not strictly regulation. You can make up your own rules, even roping her 3 younger brothers into playing. They're young and they're kind of suck at stuff, but they're still fun. Took the month off. Sweet. Yes, keep my memories. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning you wake up in the darkness and have to check your hollow palm to know what time it is. You see a hollow stream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals, if you can even call it morning. They named it glow season because like everything is crazy glowing out here in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point of even going out if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. I haven't seen it, but let's go there. Oh, it does look nice. Cool. You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it, like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. And In the jungle, everything's new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing in iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls and gurgling roars. After Ismar's message is a notice from the council warning everyone to stay safe inside. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back and the gate closed for this month. There's tension in the air, so everyone is waiting for something. Glow. Ooh, that looks pretty. Solane, your mom stops you as you walk by. What are you doing out of your quarters? It isn't safe out here. But I'm going to school. She nods with grudging approval. Fair enough, she replies. Stay close to the Stratospheric. Got it? We don't know what's out there at this time of year. As you walk away and get in just your hairshot, you hear her mumbling stars. It is beautiful, though. It is. It's really nice and beautiful. It's pretty. Hey there. Dish is staring off into the wilderness outside the gate. Feels different, he mumbles. Don't know how, just different. You ask him what he means by, but he just shakes his hand and stuffs his hand in his pockets. No. Does this interest you? Ooh. Let's see. Should I give him something? I don't know. Let's see. Anything interesting here? Amin holds her stomach as you approach. Does the air here make you feel hungry all the time, or just me? She wonders. I feel like I could eat a whole one of them mushroom trees. Just Okay. Oh. This is cool. I like how it looks. Really nice. Log? Where do you see log? Oh, there it is. Oh, mushrooms. Oh, mushroom log. Sweet. Okay, cool. Thank you. What should I do? Perspective. Alright, let's just go to school. Biology, reasoning, engineering, reasoning. Let's go to humanities. Today's assignment is an easy one, Hal says with a yawn, because I was up late repairing Conjuring's sub-terminal and I could use a nap. I like to write an essay of what the Vertamina colony means to you. Let's go to this one. You list all the keywords you think of to describe an ideal government. Did you just say freedom yet? Although you aren't totally sure if the colony's government is a real democracy. You know the council votes on things, but you don't get to vote. And who chooses the council members anyways? The governor? Who chooses the governor? The council? You may be a kid, but you can tell you're missing something here. Alright, let's do this. Oh, okay, cool. We win. Yay. Alright, cool. Victorious. Creativity, persuasion, and kudos. But we also gain stress. It's daytime when the emergency siren starts up. Well, what passes for day. It's still nearly pitch black except for an eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look towards the gates. They're open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. The alerts blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you use for hall breaches and fires. And in space, it meant you're supposed to be the nearest emergency shaft and put on spacesuit. On Vertimin, it means go to assembly point and wait for instruction. The closest assembly point in the children's crochet, but from the opposite direction you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire! And is the colony under attack? Holy crap. Hide or fight? I guess I'll fight. You'll try your best to be brave and fight back. First you dodge some helpful grown-ups who point you back to the crèche, then you go head outside to get your bearings. You can hear yelling from up the stairs to command, and a commotion of the southeast as geoponics where your parents are working. Going to geoponics. Your parents are defending the greenhouse from a pack of high-knee creatures which seem to have glowing eyes growing all over their bodies. Ew. Their oily flesh ripples with a constant stubble motion as the individual eyes blink one at a time, unsanguinely. You can't tell which end is which, and these things are horrible things. Oh, horrible things. Cal standing nearby, wide-eyed, he slowly picks up a shovel and moves beside you. He reluctantly holds the shovel in front of himself like a weapon. Easy, doggies, he whispers. We don't want to hurt you. Get out of here, both of you! Run! Your mom shouts, attracting the pack attention. Except one animal which moves straight towards you and Cal. Oh no. Okay, let me see if I can use empathy. You look into the many eyes and see fear. This creature is scared of you. To Cal's amusement, you crouch down to try to look less threatening and choose two eyes at random to look into to communicate with. You start to reach out a hand, but the creature's trembling, staring into the eyes has made it more frightening than before. It pounces. Defend yourself. Uh-oh, this is gonna be tough. Okay. Ooh, okay, 11. All right, all right, all right. I like that, I like that. Hmm. Wait. No, wait, that doesn't seem... Hmm. That's 5. What if I don't know, what does this work? Just remember that's 5. Hmm. Maybe this? Oh, sweet, okay. I could deal with that. I could, I could deal with that, yeah, okay. Oh, okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay, we got it, chat, but let me just move some stuff around. Wait, what was I gonna do again? Pieces coming into me, yep. Victorious, we did it. Yay. You killed it with nothing but a rake thrust deep into several of the creature's many eyes. The rest of the pack scampers off the moment it falls. Oof, okay. You never killed anything before. The body of the creature that was so terrifying a minute ago now looks strangely small and harmless. All of his eyes have closed for good now. Elk crouches beside it in shock. I told you to run, Solane. Uh-oh, your mom looks furious that you put yourself in danger. She storms over and you think she's going to slap you, and then suddenly she pulls you into her arm and hugs you. She keeps rocking you, saying my baby, over and over. It's pretty surreal, although almost as weird as the dog things and with their eyes, honestly. After 2 weeks of darkness with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile, others were species nobody had seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least nobody was killed this time. Man, that's insane. Glow. Early quiet. Childhood is fleeting. The game will end when you reach age 20. as you should focus on a few skills to improve and friends to spend time with. Use the skills and friends buttons at the top left of the screen to keep track of them. Good luck! Alright, I guess we're being 11. Oh, that was intense. Hey there. Would you like a log? Thank you. Dish says, clearly unsure how to react. I'll find something to do with this. I need a break soon. Okay. Let me just talk to anybody that has a bubble. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there's so much a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over in the lounge would help recharge those solar cells. What do you think? Maybe I just need a hug. I'm fine, thanks. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'll go if maybe just need a hug. Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, tiger butter. After a long hug, you feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. Let's see. Yeah, let me take a break because it's almost. Relax. You spend several hours a day obsessively checking the local HoloNet for updates. With some few people in the colonies. Excuse me. It feels like you're talking to yourself sometimes. You try to start a few conversations, but most people are busy at work or school. Time to relax. Yes, I will keep these. Yes, I will, because those cards are pretty cool. I like that. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attacking during Glow. The idea of this planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. The security squads are training new members and keeping close watch out in the gates now. They're reinforcing the walls and even installing a few robotic turrets. In class, you have drills on what to do if the colony is attacked again. And all the excitement you forgot today was your birthday. Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with enthusiastic shouts of surprise! If our term year is only a little longer than a year on Earth, so you've been tugging up a calendars for birthdays. Yours is the second month of quiet. Spark now drifts slowly past your porthole window as you snuggle with your dad. Your mom climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. Ooh, okay. Your dad pulls a bowl of fruit from behind his back and a flourish, like a magic trick. It looks like a blue bobber fruit, which you found growing nearby. Oh yeah, it's a fruit from earlier. Bobber fruit, you dad confirms. The foragers have been picking up these just outside the walls. They might look funny, but they're tasty, don't you think? You take a cautious bite. The pulp is soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue. I bet you can't wait to join the server out there. Your dad says wishfully. You know what else you'll find? Solane is not allowed outside the gates. Your mom interrupts, her voice sharpened. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually, your dad says, but your mom cuts her off again. Cuts him off again. But not now, your mom replies. Not since the attack. Not with everything as we know is out there. I helped, I was a hero. Don't even start, your mom snaps. You should have been in the Christian the others, not putting yourself in danger for no reason. You don't get it. You know your mom wasn't a farmer back on Earth. She was a fighter too. She's such a hypocrite. Even still, your mom says, it's clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves if it happens again. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away, your dad adds. Security Chief Red's offering self-defense lessons at the garrison, even for kids if you're interested. You should drop in sometime. Oh, cool. Okay, I think that. Your mom gives you a stern look, and I know your friend Dish has been sneaking outside the walls. Oof, okay. She says grimly, if I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. You laugh. What a good joke. Your mom doesn't laugh. It's probably not that dangerous. Not that you ever do it, but the other kids are out there. How bad could it be? This argument does not win you any favors with your mom. Early quiet. Mid quiet. Alright, let's see if anything else here. Anybody has any bubbles on them? No. Let's see. I want to sneak out. Oh, okay, everything's brand new. Okay. Let's look over here. Some farmland has built outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody around right now. In fact, it looks like a bit abandoned. There are some meager looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get to them. Salvage. You pull up a handful of wrinkly tubers. They're probably supposed to be potatoes eventually, or maybe yams. It's hard to tell. You dig deeper a little longer, but it's still pretty picked over. Huh. Pick. Let's see if anything here. You sneak up to the expedition office as the colony gates. Nobody has seen you yet. The lively hustles through the gates kind of make you miss your friends inside. If you want to go home, you should sneak back through that. No, keep exploring. Oh, oops, okay. See what's here. You spy a suspiciously regular mound of sparked snow. Maybe something is buried underneath. Could be dangerous though. Poke at it with a stick. You cautiously break off a branch and prop the suspicious mounds, watching the close sign of movement. Nothing. You poke further and discover it's fact it's just a regular pile of snow, nothing more. Okay. Oh, hi. You spot Uncle Tonin, Chief Surveyor Tonin that is, mumbling about preparing for some automated survey equipment in a clearing. He's very cautious, jumpy even, but he's making a lot of noise. Every few minutes he'll pause to listen and check his surroundings, then go back to banging away. He shouldn't be hard to avoid if you want to get caught sneaking out. Oh, let's see if I could sneak away. What if? You know what? Let's just do one once here, and then the next round will... Hopefully it will get... Okay, sweet. Okay. Could we go overkill? Nah, let's... No. Okay, cool. Okay. Sweet. Super goal! And do we get anything new? Oh, I think that's it. Alright, sweet. We did it, chat. Yay! Awesome. Perception, too. You sneak past Chief Surveyor Tonin easily, walking while he makes noise and ducking down when he stops to check their surroundings. Yay, we did it! Let's see if there's anything now. Okay. Alright, let's go. A stream cuts through the path here. There must usually be stepping stones across it, but the water's too high to cross. Bravery challenge. Alright, we got another challenge. Perception goes. Alright, let's see what we could do here. Oh, let's do 2, 2, 2. Okay. Okay, this is a little... Okay, I'm not happy about this one, but whatever. We just need 10 more for the next one, so Oh, we did it, so that doesn't matter. Hooray! We are victorious. Oh, you bravely fall in and get wet. The flounder towards the other side is soaked but victorious. That's funny. Oh, hey there. You walk into a clearing and immediately stop in your tracks. There's a Unisaur here. Here. You've seen them before, but they still fill you with a sense of awe. Alright, perception. Another challenge. Alright, let's go. Okay, roots are on. Alright. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's 4. That's 5. Okay, well... Alright, we'll stick with 5. That's fine. We have to do massive damage in this one. Oh, you know what? Nice, 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 nice. All we need is 7 and we'll be home free. 2, 2, 2, 2. Beautiful. Whoa. Hold on, what if we do this? Alright, awesome. Super goal. Perception, +2. As you settle to watch it from behind a strand of mush tree, the Unisaur looks up towards you. Startled by your movement, you try to hide perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to his business. First, it sniffs out the good tree and rubs its scent glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees like a crystal waterfall. On a rock, everything it does, it seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your hollow palm, but you know you can't share it or you'll get caught for sneaking out. Okay, I did. Eventually you curl up and take a nap. You quietly sneak away. This is so wonderful. Veranda is a magical place. Alright, let's see. With the roots? You said it was a root? Oh, there it is. Ah, another mush. Okay, cool. Let's see what's here. This planet is full of all sort of bugs, little wriggler, hopping beetles, shining creepers, and snaily things. Oh my! You crouch in the long grass and explore a square meter in the great detail. There's so much to see. You don't even know what any of these things are. They might not even have names yet. Let's touch one. Ew, you touched it. Eh. Why not? You never know. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see what you have here. You come across a cluster of mush tree. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during the rainy season. If you were older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Give them a friendly pet. You like the mush trees. You give one a pet and are surprised when it moves under your hands. It's not the tree though, but a camouflaged creature laying against the trunk. It's small, it looks like a little octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving a hug. Okay, cool. Always nice to meet friendly critters, Hello there. You hear a sad hiccuping sound and follow it to find a sick hop-eye. It's hunched down low, its foot completely nestled under its body, and shivering uncontrollably. Its enormous eyes roll around in confusion and fear as you approach. No poking with stick. Make it comfortable. How can I make it comfortable? You bring it water cupped in a leaf and some fawns over it for shade and protection. This is the best you could do for it, the poor thing. You hope it won't get eaten by something, but life is tough out here in the wild. Oh, poor little creature. Keep exploring. Oh no, I'm almost at my breaking point. Alright, let's go home. Go home. You crawl through the big drainage pipe behind the sports ball pitch, carefully sliding the metal grate back into the place to behind you. Carefully check that the coast is clear. Good thing too, because Uncle Tony's passing by on his way to the garrison. You curl up in the shadows and wait for him to leave. That was close. You're back. You spent the month exploring. All right, let's do some relaxing, cause new perk. What I get? Highlight collectibles. All collectibles glow. Okay, cool. I do like when things glow. Relax in the lounge. Excuse me. You're hanging out in the lounge and watching vids when Mars pulls you up to the cushions. She has a devious look on her face. Selene, it's her lucky day. You get to help clean my bedroom. How's that lucky? She puts her hands on her hips because you get to hang out with me all day, of course. And bonus, I may let you read my holo mags. You know, I wouldn't trust just anyone. Okay, fine. Mars' room is worse than you expected. The door barely opens because there's so much junk in the way. It's mostly clothes. Mars has an extensive wardrobe and spends all her kudos at the nano printers making more. She plops down on her bed. I'll be the supervisor, she says. You should start by taking the dirty clothes down the laundry room. Work hard. Organization and loyalty. You wash and fold, sweep, and put everything away. It's tiring work, but it feels good to make progress. Mars just sits there and reads old beauty magazines on her holo. Hello, Princess. Mars' dad's Uncle Al and Uncle Bernie pops their heads through the door after a few hours. They're everyone's uncles and usual covered in a layer of dust from sawmills. How's the cleanup going? Mars scrambles to turn off her holopan and jumps off the bed to help you pack the last things for excuse place. Oh, I see. Uncle Bernie puts his hands on his hips. You recruited a friend to help, didn't you? Selene, he asked you, did Mars clean too, or did you do all the work? Al lies and says, Mars helped. Of course you did, Uncle Al says with a smile that she says he doesn't believe you at all, because she knows she gets her allowance for doing her chores, not just for being our perfect little girl. They tell you to finish up and get ready for dinner. After they leave, Mars looks a little put out by the exchange. My dad and Papa are the best, obviously, she says, but they're always trying to teach me a lesson. Don't they know that being this fabulous is hard work, too? She pouts. She swipes her hollow palm to give you a couple kudos, a share of your allowance. Stick with me and I'll teach you to be fabulous, too. Yay! I'm keeping my memories. Awesome. Early pollen. See anything interesting to say? Huh. I don't know if I do this where he hate me or... Cause poor kid, Everybody here is pretty sad, but I chose him as like the best friend, but let's see what happens. Oh yeah? Jish counters, well, I double dare you to eat the worm. You can't just turn down a double dare. You're not meek like Hawkeye. On bravery. Okay. Slimy, unsatisfying, very, very gross. Dish eats his little a noodle, slurping it up, wrinkling his nose and wriggles in his mouth. Yuck, he says, swallowing it whole. Then shows you his empty mouth. You should have known better to dare a person who fears nothing. Okay, cool. That was disgusting but happy. But fun. Alright, let's go to school. Create persuasion. Let's try study life. You're bringing supplies to the med bay when you see something unusual. Tangent curled up on a bench, her head pillowed on the rolled up lab coat. She's fast asleep. You stop and stare. You've never seen Tang sleeping. She's always so busy. You're surprised she even had this time to nap. You turn to leave her in peace when you bump into Annalyn. Whoa! Anna says she's hardly ever sleeps, like just a couple of hours a night. Is she sick or something? You look back at Tangent, snoozing peacefully. Okay, let's see what we do here. I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancements, Animan says, rubbing at one of the scales sprouting on her jawline. She hardly needs to sleep at all. She's probably stayed up all night studying for this morning history. Shh. Let's let her sleep. Or, there's a test? Me, I flunked it. Anyway, says matter of factly. Matter of factly, no biggie though. If I didn't have to sleep, I'd probably play games instead of studying anyway. Tange hollow pump beeps a soft alarm. She sits up and stretches, looking totally refreshed and alert. She sees you watching her and looked annoyed. Just a power nap, she says. No reason to gawk. Alright, let's see. As you get older, challenges can have conditions. The challenge suit social, mental, or physical. Determination on conditions can appear which decks will work best. Try to collect social, yellow, cards if you want to win battles for social skills. Empathy, persuasion, creativity, bravery. Oh, wait. Oops. Oh, this is gonna be tough, I think. Hmm. Oh, well, we still win, so. Yay. Awesome. We are victorious. Awesome. Good, good. Hmm. What's over here? Okay, this is bravery, toughness, bravery. Oh, this is combat and animals. I never tried this one. Let's do this. This is brand new, so. You attended your first session of Security Chief's Rex self-defense classes. It's a small class, mostly security officers and other adults. You and Anna are the only kids. She gives you a wink and cheesy thumbs up as you listen to Rex rant about how everyone in the colony needs to learn self-defense. You could be walking along thinking you're safe within the walls and a flying animal could swoop out of the sky. Then what will you do? Greg chops in the air with his hand. I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to chop that beach right in the throat. Hiya! He points at the assembled class, but only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. And the only way to learn is by doing. Who wants to volunteer for this demonstration? Step forward. The security chef doesn't scare you, or so you pretend. Rex is like a bigger adult you know, and he's so intense. You step forward, Rex nods and crouches down. Okay, she says. I am a manticore, stalking you through the forest. What do you do? Kick it in the face. Stress. You try to kick right as he approaches you. He easily grabs your foot and flips you onto the mat. Ouch! Wrong, you use your brain, Selene. The first thing you do is call for help, then you run. Red grabs you in the forearm and hauls you off the ground. Only engage with the enemy when there's no other alternative. No one walks away from a fight without getting hurt. So the first rule of self-defense is not put yourself in a situation where you need to fight. Animan still thinks you're cool for acting tough. She gives you another thumbs up. Once you learn the situational awareness, we'll move to hand-to-hand self-defense, drawing on a variety of martial arts. Only when I'm confident that you're ready will we advance to weapons. There aren't that many weapons in the colony. Mostly stun gloves and batons, with a few plaster files. You hope you don't have to use them, but it'll be good to know. How? Alright, let's see. Okay, wait, let me get this. Hmm. Okay, that did not work. Okay. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. Okay, this is a pickle. Hmm. Hmm. So I'm guessing this is not good enough then. No. Hmm. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Damn. Hmm. Okay, let me start. Hmm. Just by 1 point. Just by 1 point. This sucks. Hmm. Hmm. If I can't get anything, I'll just give up. But let me put everything back. Because if I get stressed, I want to be the least stressed, you know? Oh. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. I want to switch. And then it turns into 1. So, okay, this is very. Hmm. Okay, everything will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Oh no, I had it very well in the beginning, and I screwed it up. Hmm. Well, whatever. Yeah. Well, I tried my best. You're finishing breakfast in the common area when Mary Spin struts in. Look at you eating cereal, she says, turning her nose up at you. I bet you don't even know what day today is. You're right. I don't know. Your birthday? No, you dummy, she exclaims, swatting your shoulder. February is the first month of the wet season. You better remember that. Learn Mars' birthday. Today, she announced, is St. Valentine's Day. Dish and Cal wander over to hear more. Back on Earth, Mars explained, it was a day when everybody had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And then you put the sweets under your pillow and makes your dream about who you're going to marry. And there is a decorations, hearts and arrows, and pigs. Cal laughs. Pigs? We don't even have pigs here. Before Mars can answer, Dish snorts. This is dumb. Mars Ben's just made it up to get free candy. He rolls his eyes and walks away. As he leaves, Mars shouts at his back, well, nobody was going to pick you anyway. You stink. Uh, let's say it sounds like fun. Cal nods, slapping his hands excitedly. I'm gonna tell the other kids about it, Mars says. So go around and find your best friend and give them a gift. She points her finger at you. Make sure you do it by the end of the day, or it doesn't count. And if too many people want to be my best friend, she adds, I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair. She tosses her hair over her shoulder and laughs. Okay. I will pick Dish as I picked him as the best friend, so. You find Dish watching the jungle through a gap in the fence, kicking the dirt with his toe. He's quite you when you walk up. He must be in one of his mood. He must be in one of his moods. Watch with him. You sit and watch the jungle with him for a while. You ask if he sneaks out there often. Dish nods quiet. A few times, yeah. There's a way through behind the garrison building. You both sit in silence for a long while until he breaks it by saying, it's really nice out there. Want to be best friends to annoy Mars? You explain that, of course, you aren't taking it seriously. You just think it'd be funny. He looks at you and shrugs. Sure, I guess, he says, then looks back out at the forest. It is kind of funny. It's a stupid thing anyway. Cool. Dun, dun. So then I trapped it in my room, Erin says, telling you all about the bug she saw in her quarters. Its wings were as big as my hand, and it had feelers like, whoa, it was bouncing all over the place, like boing, boing, boing. She gestures excitedly, swinging her arms all over her head. The bugs here are so big and they're everywhere. I was gonna give it to Tang, she says. She loves gross bugs, but she said I should let it go, because if it stung me, I might get weird mutant powers, I mean. Other than that one I already have. And I wanted to see if I got more weird mutant powers. So I started jumping around or higher and higher things until I was jumping off the back of the ship. I got in so much trouble, but it wasn't even that high. She stops in her tracks. Hold on, she says, stopping to rub irrationally at her knees for probably the 100th time in the past few minutes. Or 5 minutes. Ugh, I'm gonna die. I busted up my knees and it's so itchy when my scales grow in. Annie, don't pick at it. Chief Steward Artist's voice rings across the garrison yard. Pleasant but firm, it instantly transports you back to being in the ship crash, tugging on her skirts and calling her auntie. Annie jumps and stands up straight, her hands flying to her sides. But Mom, Anna whines, during her fingers into her knees as Auntie Sedant approaches you both. It's so scratchily itchy. I know, lovely, Auntie said, soothing her, patting down her righteous red hair. But the more you pick at it, the thicker your scales are going to grow in. Edmondson tucks her hands under her armpits to keep from scratching. What if I want to have cool scales? She pouts. Auntie Satan smiles indulgently. At this rate you're going, I'm sure you'll be covered in them before you know it. No need to rush. Anima's skin is dotted with patches of protective blue-green scales that grow in whenever she gets a cut or scrape. She rubs the patch of her jaw gingerly in the one she got when she ran head first into the food synthesizers back on the ship. Auntie Serena opens the scaffold and pulls out a bundle of clothes. The queue of the nanoprinter is over a week long, so I patched your pants for scraps from your brother's clothing. Please, try not to put any more holes in them. Or yourselves, okay? She hands the clothes to Enemon and kisses her on the forehead. Enemon sticks out her tongue and gags. Yuck. Enemon evaluates the clothes as her mom walks away. Galactic, she breathes as she runs her fingers over the odd colored patches. Then, right there in the middle of the yard, she unash- unashamedly squirms out her pants and pulls on the new one. Ugh, I look like a fighter jet from the hollows, she exclaims, showing off her new pants like when they stencil your kill count on a plane. Let's see. Oh, or like a really cool scar. Yeah, you get it. My pants are scarred just like me. That's nice. Let's see. Anything else on here? Ooh, nice. You meet your dad adjusting a watering button in your mom's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit, his eyes running and red. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People were hardly ever ill on the stratospheric, except sometimes when the zero-G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says, nasally. I'll be fine. It's just this pollen making my head a little stuffy. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tang with pink from all the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay, your mom cuts in, carrying a large banquet of flowers. The native flowers seem to be full bloom this year. She buries her nose deep in them. And they smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful. Then he blows his nose loudly. Sniff the flowers tentatively. They do smell good, and they look harmless. Your dad's eyes look so sad, but maybe it's just the allergies. Hey, Celine, I know the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around in the quarter wings. Nah, I wanna keep on learning and do these things. Hey, Mars, what's up? Mars is in a huff. Oh, because you didn't pick her for Valentine's Day? Seems a little like nobody picked her. Uh, she crosses her arm and scowls at you. I can't believe you chose Dish over me. Whatever, Mars mutters, tosses her hair. I'm just too mature for kids my age. The older kids get me, even if you don't. Whatever, that's fine. Okay, let's. Hmm. Okay, nothing. Yeah, that's fine. Let's study. Let's study. Last time was life science. Let's study engineering. Hi, kids. A ship onboard intelligence congruence glides into the room on her ceiling track, and then the class cheers. Congruence is so cool. She's like a person, but also a machine. She knows a lot of jokes and can tell you anything about space. She never gets bored or frustrated by your questions. You all know me, she says, but I bet some of you have questions about how I work. What do you want to know? How do you know so many things? My brain is big, she explains. It's just enormous, really much bigger than this little monitor you used to see here. And it's connected to the ship's HoloNet. So anything you can look up on the HoloPomp, I just know. That's your job. Well, right now it's part of me is showing animal videos to children in the creche. As part of me here is teaching you. But most of me is monitoring the engines which give us power and life support system that makes it comfortable in here. Do you have to eat and poop? She laughs, which has never sounded quite the same as a real person's laugh. I guess you can say I eat electricity, but not in the same way you get energy for food. But no, I have never pooped. I think it sounds kind of neat, actually. Hagurus explains that she had to do all kinds of calculations to help it fly the ship and land it, and that she was designed to provide a user-friendly interface to the ship's system. But Hal has modded me to be far more than that. She says proudly, now I can even tell jokes. Why did the computer cross the road? I don't know. Why? Huh. Congruent smiles widely. Zero ones. Yeah, I ain't gonna read that. Get to work. Alright, let's see if I don't mess this one up. Okay. One slot card becomes value 2. Okay, let's actually try to these new challenges are gonna be the death of me. Oh my god. One slot card becomes value of 2. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, I'll take it. We're victorious, chat. Late pollen into early dust. Wait, have I saved? Save. I can't override. Oh, override, yes. Yes. Alright, everybody, I've been playing for an hour and 30 minutes over that, and my eyes have been hurting, so I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'll be playing more later on tonight. I don't know if I'll be also be playing this game or playing another one. But I just want to say thank you very much for joining my chat. I mean, joining my stream. And I want to say, as always, thank you again. And if you don't show up later on, I hope you have a good day, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. And also follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube, and if you're interested, give me a follow here. All right. You all have a great day, and thank you for joining me once again. All right. Bye bye.